right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, and we got a special guest with us, Anzo from Bigger Ford Entertainment. What is up, guys?
What's up?
Hey man, this has been so much fun. So much content's been coming out. I've been watching like we ain't talked about this, but Supercell got me. I'm in. Like 100% in. I was like, well, I'll watch this first episode, and then next you know, it was 4:00 in the morning. I was like, shit.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm hearing good things about it.
Yeah, I'm hearing so many.
Specifically.
What's
Oh, all right. So it's like these. You ever heard of sickle cell trait, right? Black people are really like the main people that have the sickle cell trait, so they get sickle cell anemia, or whatever. So it's basically that is like a precursor to getting a superpower, and
I like that.
it gets bigger and bigger and better. And I'm just telling you, by the time you get to like episode 3, you're like hooked.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out because I seen the trailer for it and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't look too bad," so I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I see.
It's like who claim they cloned Tyrone, but like on crack. But it's more England, right? But the story is better. It's not a comedy. This is like a very good show. Like everyone who's watching is like, what the hell? This is amazing. Yeah.
Damn. It was on Netflix, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Be careful. Don't just start watching it. Don't have to work it. Don't have to have a meeting in the morning.
Yeah, right. We got Brandon Davis. What's up? He goes, "Y'all, I'm watching Back to Black, the Amy Winehouse movie."
He didn't know about that, and then so he's watching it now. He's catching up. You know, I know he's an Amy Winehouse fan, and then he didn't know about the movie. So,
yeah, I haven't seen the movie. I heard it's pretty good though.
Is it about her life, or she just in the movie? Because I don't think I heard it
about her life.
Yeah, it's a biopic, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a biopic.
Yeah. Mama Bear, what's up?
All right, we can start now, guys. Now she's here. We're good. We got B here. Yeah, Mama Bear here. We're good.
Got our two mods, our main mods. And then we got Collector Movie Man. What is up? Appreciate you coming in. Said, "Hey, Spoiler Kings, oh my FNG, the House of Dragons." Yeah, man, that ending was epic. I'll give it that.
I needed it to do because it was taking too much. It's like watching someone play chess and they're sending all these damn pieces in, and you're like, all right, bro, if you don't do something real quick, I'm about to get up. And like literally, I'll get up and I'm like about to walk away. I'm like, oh, okay, finally we get some action. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I haven't watched House of Dragons yet. Never was a Game of Thrones fan, but when you say you waiting so long for some action, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I was like, is this season 2 good? I'm asking myself that question, like, man, is this good? No, this might be crap. And then finally something starts happening.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of setting up. Like last year was getting you ready. This year was like it's coming. And I think this week, I think it's officially started. You know, like
I'm ready to compare to Andor. I was like, dude, if you just
really
set up. It's almost like, you ever see that Family Guy spoof thing when they're doing the Star Wars and they're going like from person to person looking like what's that? Yeah, you ready? And it's like going back and forth for like 4, 5, 6, 7, things. It's just that's how I felt like. It was like it was setting up, and like we're about to get a war. No, set up, and then finally this episode you're like, we'll give you something. So it took a long time, but we finally got there.
That's how I felt about Game of Thrones, because everybody used to talk about it. Be like, yo, you got to watch Game of Thrones. I said, all right, let me watch Game of Thrones. So I watched the first couple of episodes. I gave it the first 3. And I was like, no, this is boring. So I wrote on Facebook, and I'm like, and people ripped me to shreds. I don't know nothing. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, everybody ripped on me. So one of my friends said, you know what? Okay, just watch an episode in like season 3. Just watch this episode, because I'm usually the type of person where If I watch an episode and it's really good, then I'll go back and be like, okay, I can bear with whatever to continue watching, right? So I watched the episode and I was like, wait a minute, it's season 3. They still waiting for winter? I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm good.
I think at one point it just becomes a saying, like, because winter never really comes. It's just like it's just what they say, you know. It's just like oh, may the force be with you. Like winter is coming. Like that's kind of what it was. That but I mean, really. But after that first episode, when the little boy finds the brother and sister having sex and he pushes him out the window, my mind, I was like, what the hell is this show? And then by the end of the first season, you're just like, wait, but he's the main character. What happened? Who you thought the main character was. I don't know. I started watching it at the end of season 3, right before season 4 was about to start. And so everyone was telling me, you gotta watch it. I wind up binging 3 seasons in like a couple weeks. And
really?
Right before season 4 started, I caught up and I'm like, okay, I get it.
But you know what? You do that, even though you still haven't watched Stranger Things.
Nah.
Oh,
I got time.
He still hasn't watched.
Well, I haven't watched the last season. The last.
Okay, just the last.
Yeah, I've watched season 1 was the best. Season 2 was good.
You don't know that because you didn't see last season, so you don't know.
Season 4, I was 1 episode in. I was the first episode in. That was it.
He was good. 1 episode in last June.
Yeah.
You see, Stranger Things. That's the show. If I watch the first episode, I'm watching either them all or like 3 or 4 before I go to bed. You know what I mean? Depending on when I watch it, because it just gets so good. But I'm kind of like you, Tank, because I was like that with Lost. When Lost first came out, I was like, nobody wants to watch this Gilligan's Island remake. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? So then I watched 1 episode in like episode 3, season 3, and I was like, man, this show is good. So I went back and I binge watched the whole thing to catch up to the season I was on. So I'm like you, I do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Mr. One Piece over there right now. That's what you call him, Mr. One Piece.
I just hit episode 800, officially 800 on One Piece. So bring Brandman in. There's our third guy.
Brandman, what's up?
Hey, how's everyone doing? Oh, not too much. Sorry, I was finishing up House of the Dragon.
Nice.
You tell you just finished it. You were up and you saw something, didn't you? You've been waiting all that time to see something. You just saw something.
We got. We're talking House of Dragon. Obviously, we're talking about that. We're going to talk about the Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop. We're going to get into that. Probably watched a few trailers. The Agatha. Was it? What the hell is it? Agatha.
All Along.
Agatha All Along.
I keep like All Along. It's Agatha. I'm like, no, Agatha All Along. That one came out. I'm kind of curious to see what that's about. So we got a show, but let's go through these comments real quick, and then we'll get into some of that stuff. We got Cleves in the house. What's up, Cleves?
Hey, Cleves.
Kevin, Netflix and FX going to overshadow HBO at Emmy nomination this year. Ooh. I can see that. That's gonna be interesting. Emmys are gonna be interesting this year, I guess, or with all the good TV shows.
Man, I mean, think about it. All the TV shows have really been good, but this is a big animation year. Everything that's good about movies and TV shows have been animated.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff, and we're getting more. We're getting Batman, animated Batman back.
That looks good.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid.
Yeah. Catherine Hahn, she's just great. So she's gonna do a good performance no matter what she does. So, which she's the biggest selling point for me on that show. And then they got what's her name, April, from
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza. They got her, and I was like, "Hold." So
yeah. I'll watch anything with Aubrey Plaza. I still say if they ever make a live action Daria, she still needs to play Daria, even if they have to like digitally de-age her if they make it like 50 years down the line.
No, stop. People are old. Stop trying to make
I will
them
not stop.
teenagers. Don't even make sense.
Do like Arya?
No, I will. I will die on that hill. Digitally de-age her.
She's gonna die on that hill because she'll be too old to be able to do Daria. So that means just
the young Aubrey Plaza is Jenny Ortega now.
If 70-something-year-old Sigourney Weaver can play a 14-year-old girl, Aubrey Plaza can play a teenager.
No, unless you're gonna put her put her in a 7-foot tall avatar, and then we can do it.
No.
It's the only time it'll make sense.
No, I will stick to my guns on that one.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus vibes, just PG-13.
I can't wait to see the trailer. I haven't watched it yet. So
yeah. We got
what's up, man?
Winter Kingdom season 6. Word comes down from Citadel. Winter had finally come. Is that what happened? Because I don't remember. That's so long ago, man. It was like 10 years ago at this point. It felt like forever.
Dude, the fact that it was 6 seasons to get to winter is stupid.
Facts. And then it's like the last season comes out and they're supposed to have this big epic battle. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch this last battle because it looks like it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that last season was terrible.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Trash. That sucked. I did not like. He's like, so Collector Movie Man. I did not like Stranger Things. I watched the first 2 seasons and thought the season 3 was just okay.
Wow.
Dang.
Season 3 was
the worst.
It was just okay.
Even out of the 3 and the 1 episode I've seen from season 4, like season 3 was just boring.
Season 4 was actually pretty good. The problem was, do you remember it? It was like 5 years ago. Like,
yeah.
That's the problem that I have. It's like they take too long to bring out the seasons, and then it's like, man, I can't remember what happened. You know, I guess it's good because they get you to go back and watch them again. But for me, sometimes I just want to get straight into it. I don't want to have to go back and watch. But it just
because season 1 and 2 were like just a little over high. We're roughly about just under a year and a half apart.
Yeah,
a year and some odd months. And then the season 2 wait, or the season 3 wait was like 2 more years, I think. 2019, right?
Yeah.
And then of course everything kind of COVID complicated things with season 4, so that was another 3-year wait. And from the looks of things, it's going to be another 3-year wait. I don't think season 5 will get until like the later half of next year.
I was thinking spring of 2025.
That's what I'm thinking too. Because are they done shooting, or they still are shooting?
I think they're still shooting it.
Right? So they finished a lot, and then something happened, so they stopped. But I think they only have like a couple more things to shoot, and then it's just post production.
Yeah. Yeah, because
think about it. If it comes out 2025, it would have been 9 years from season 1 to season 5. 9 years. And with kids, like how?
Yeah.
Because it started in 2016. Yep.
That's I don't know how they're gonna make those like 20-something-year-olds look like they're still like 14.
Dude, Caleb McLaughlin's gonna be 30 by the time it comes out.
Yep.
He was already there. The like full-on beard he has.
As a 5 o'clock shadow. Like instead of doing makeup, they go out there with a straight razor and just give them a clean cut every 5 minutes.
Think about it. It's been halfway shot for the last 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why. Is that what he said? Yeah, they announced the weekend they were halfway through filming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that'll be done.
It
won't be done.
No,
it won't be done until November, the end of November, early December.
They're breaking into 2 parts. Don't
Yes.
do that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, part 1 and part 2. Sometimes I don't mind. Sometimes it's like, yeah, just put it all out. I'm used to watching 22 episode seasons of a show. So these 8 episodes, these 10 episodes for me are kind of like, just give us more episodes on some of these things. You can flesh out things a lot more. If you give us more episodes. It's not rushing to get the story done. It's just like a mini movie when it's like 8 episodes. So
Perfect example. I finally got this to complete my collection. I don't know if you guys see. It's Star Trek: The Next Generation. This is season 3. I had 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 6. I couldn't find season 3, but I got season 3 now. But there's like 26, 27 episodes in one season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm used to seeing,
Me too.
Yeah. I miss those days.
Me
Hopefully
too.
they come back.
I think it's because of this generation, the short attention span, and you got to get these things out quick. People aren't going to stay around to watch 22 episodes of a show. And for me, I would. If it's good, I think you can build a lot more on the world and whatever you're doing in the show if you make it longer.
But it has to be good. And that means you have to
Oh, yeah,
hire
for
writers.
sure.
And then you have to give them money. And then you have to get them creative freedom. And every episode, every show has a problem with that.
Yeah. I feel like cutting seasons short with like 10 episodes and Game of Thrones, like we're talking about Game of Thrones, each one was like an hour long. It felt good. You know what I mean? These half an hour, 27-minute kind of ones aren't doing it. And then you're doing like 8 episodes. It was like, it's just a movie at that point. But I wonder if they're doing that to get around, paying writers and showrunners and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
How Disney changes a show every 3 years, even though it's the same exact show, it just got a new name attached to it because now you can't do certain things with unions or some shit like that. So, like the Zack and Cody had like 5 different versions.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why. So,
but any animated Disney thing, after 3 years, they always get rid of it. That's just what they always do. So you new projects. So your timetable starts over instead of you get invested in for that 4th year. That timetable starts over. So it's a new story, new show. We hired you for this new thing, but this doesn't have anything to do with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So appreciate Anthony Price is in here. What's up, Anthony?
Yo, Anthony.
What's going on?
Bringing him.
You better be here tomorrow too, Anthony. Damn it.
We got Drew in here. Xavier, shame on me. I'll watch it before season 5 comes out.
You've been saying you're going to watch it for forever. It's been so long.
Season 5 comes out. It ain't my fault. Season 5 is coming out 5 years.
No. So he told me this was 2022 that he said he was going to watch Stranger Things. It was 2022. He said, hey, I'll finish it. I'll finish it. Really, Tank?
Wow.
Really?
I'm 800 episodes in on One Piece. I can't watch like 4 episodes of season 4.
It can't take 3 episodes of Stranger Things. That's
oh man. Yeah.
800 episodes is unheard of. I'm sorry. Like, how long are the episodes? They're short though, right?
After like the intro and outro and all that shit, maybe like 23, 25 minutes, something like that. It's an anime, so they're short.
I can't do it.
Oh, it's so good though. And I'm like not even close to being done because right now they're at about 1100, like when I'm like being caught up. So
Naruto ruined me. Just it ruined me. I can't do it anymore. I can't watch hundreds of episodes of crap anymore. I'm done. There's something in me that just says no more. Me and my wife just started watching Revenge, right? From a decade ago, we just started watching the Revenge, and like I realized how much TV has changed because each season had like 24 episodes, so stuff kept on going. And I was like, "You still trying to get revenge? Like you can just give up?" In my life, I just want to say, you know what? All right, it's not time. All right, I'm done. I'm just gonna leave. There's no. Why am I still here with you? This is 4 times 23. That's I'm 80, 90 something days, bro. 90. I'm watching you on film 90 something days, and these are like all supposed to be a week in your life. You're still trying to get revenge? Like, just stop.
It's only a week. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, all of Naruto, between Naruto Shippuden, and the new Boruto one, is over 1,000.
Yeah.
So, but that's like watching Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, like that. But One Piece is just the same thing. Like you haven't done like,
That's why I say I can't do it. I can't. This the same people, same characters doing the same voice. You haven't made it there yet. You haven't got that One Piece. All right. Tell me when you got it.
And I'm worried. I'm worried. Like, and it's still like no one knows yet because like it's gonna end. But people are saying like there's a lot of theories that like, oh, the One Piece is just like, oh, it's the journey. It's like it's the journey of the adventure and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I won't be mad at it, but it'll be kind of like, damn. I don't know what
I would throw it away.
Yeah.
But it is like it's pretty epic, man.
It's like that episode of was it Big Bang Theory? They're doing the scavenger hunt, and they're like, I got the coin. Where's the coin? He said, oh, I slipped it in your pocket at the beginning. You always had the coin.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
It was the journey. I'll kill you. That's what I think.
Oh man, Xavier said he gave up to finish One Piece anime. I just catch the condensed live action version, and I think it's gonna do well if they can finish it. That's the thing. But it seems like the live action is condensing it down, trimming it up, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So
yeah.
If you give me 80 episodes per season, there we go. Give me more than that. Actually, they're giving you more than 80 episodes. If you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 80 or 8?
80.
Oh, 80.
If they could condense it down, 80 episodes down to one season.
Mm-hmm. That's what they did the first season. The second season, I think they might go for a little bit more. I think they might go for like maybe like 100, 120 episodes and trim it down. So, yeah.
That's nuts.
So you could do that. You could do that. Flame Revenge is a good show. I bought the first 2 seasons on DVD. It's a 4-season show.
Yep, I finally got to season 4. Last episode, I was like, thank God, because I'm tired of all the stress
Of it.
Now guess what happened? Like, oh my God, stop! Just stop.
Yeah. And one before we get into it, we do got to talk about Despicable Me, because Kevin is saying that Despicable Me is not going to reach $1 billion. So
it's going to be damn close.
As of Monday, worldwide, it's a little bit under $230 million.
It's over 230. It's 230. Just under 231. 230,967,535.
Is that the final?
Yeah.
From because I saw this morning. So yeah, that's crazy. It's. I think it's gonna get there.
I feel like this is the exact thing I said was gonna happen. Exactly. And we said like it's gonna be. So we got worldwide. So domestically, it was 122 billion and 108 million foreign. So that's kind of what we're gonna get. So it's gonna make domestically, it's probably gonna make $400 million, and then maybe another $500 million worldwide. So it might just miss the billion.
Just miss it. Wow.
But we said last week $900 million is probably where it's gonna be. Why? Because all of them are $900 million or $1 billion. That's just what they do.
Yeah. But I know, like when we did our review, that's what we talked about. It's not the best, like in the franchise, so it might not get there. But from what I'm reading, a lot of people are just like, I don't care. My kid sits down and shuts up and watches it, so I'll take it to go see it 3 times a week during the summer break. So, yeah. So
I'll be there Wednesday. Okay.
Nice. Oh man. So I would be mad if they told me it was all about the journey and didn't end One Piece properly. Riots in the street would happen. That's a theory. I don't think it happens because, like, where I'm at now, they kind of are telling you, like, oh, this is the island, where it's at, but it's like a mystery island, blah blah blah. So everything is you have your main mission, and then there's missions to get to that, but then there's missions that you have to get to that, and then you just get so bogged down with like missions to do a mission kind of thing.
I'll just go home.
But that would be annoying though if you watch all those episodes for it just to end up being the journey. Like you're expecting something epic at the end. And it's like, oh no, you guys did it. It was the journey. Oh yeah, right in the streets for sure.
It's gonna be something more like they find a One Piece and he gives up the One Piece to save his people.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah, so we go through all 1,200 episodes of all this stuff to get this One Piece, and he gives it up the last episode in order to make sure they're all together at the end. He finally, Luffy says, "All right, I can give it up because I need you guys. I realize the One Piece is not as important as we are."
Yeah, see,
people will be pissed.
I think so. Here's my theory. I don't know. I'm not even done yet. Like, I still got another like 300 more episodes before I'm even caught up. So I still don't know. But I think Luffy's gonna die at the end, but not before saving his crewmates. But his crewmates, because they all have different reasons why they're doing it. They do it in the TV show. Like, they all have, like, I want to be this, I want to be this, I want to be this, and they're all getting there. They're all getting to be like the best chef and the best swordsman and the best doctor and the best this and that. And I think they're setting up that he's going to be the king of the pirates, but as becoming the king of the pirates is you die. Same thing like with Roger, so something like that. But then they all kind of just split up and do their own thing at the end, and that's what I think. That's what I think what happens. Luffy dies, sets up another generation of pirates and stuff like that. It's like, kind of cool. But I do like they just claimed these guys and all the other newer pirates called like the worst generation. So there's like different generations of pirates, and theirs is called the worst because like they do all the fucked up shit and like they don't care and this and that. But of course, Luffy is the one exception.
That's what we call Never mind. I'm not gonna say what generation that is.
Yeah, come at you. All right. You guys want to jump in this Axel F?
Yeah, definitely. But I'm surprised riots didn't happen with How I Met Your Mother too. I'm agreeing.
With what?
With Mama Bear.
I mean, they kind of did.
I felt like I did riot. I was like, man, I'm done. No, this is not right.
Yeah, people were pissed. People were super. People were pissed so much that when they did the DVD release, they have the alternate ending on the DVD release. That people consider that the actual canon ending because it's not perfect, but it's better than that shit they gave us. Yeah. But
like, I was watching this whole episode and she's dying, and you end up with Robert anyway. Then what was the damn point of the damn show?
Yeah. We were talking about Seinfeld a little bit before we went live. That had a shitty ending, I thought. Sopranos
I didn't mind Seinfeld because it was a show about nothing, right? So
yeah, but you just left them in jail. I was like, yeah. Sopranos had a bad ending. Game of Thrones had a bad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Endings are hard. Endings are really hard to finish a story.
What have you enjoyed the ending? Like, besides Harry Potter, I think Harry Potter's probably like the one that you really say, okay, we made all these movies, I'm happy. But even then, you still had to go and give us the Cursed Child. Like, you couldn't leave it alone. So
that was trash.
Ending are you happy with in any show? Definitely not
I
Lost.
like the ending.
I was gonna say Lost.
Really?
I was happy with the ending of Lost. I was good with it.
Okay.
I liked the ending to Breaking Bad. I thought it was fitting.
That's a good one, B.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that was the one that really I thought they really stuck the landing with. Trying
They
to think of
ended the
any other
Ozark
ones.
pretty good too. They ended the Ozark pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
I like the Ozark.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
Like
third
that.
one? Anyone? Third one?
For me, The Good Place. I thought I was really worried on how they were going to end The Good Place because they were kind of writing themselves in a corner, and I thought the ending was great for it. Like it made sense. It was interesting. So yeah, The Good Place was a good one.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ended good.
That was that's a perfect.
That was a good one.
That was a
good one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you see Carlton running out of the bathroom. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which way? You said they got the ending wrong in the movie. Which
Yeah,
movie?
so yeah. And she's talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't. That was a big problem I had with the ending of Deathly Hallows Part 2. Him not just repairing his usual wand. I didn't like that.
It was so easy to do. It was so easy to do.
Right.
Yeah, I thought the way it ended overall was pretty good, but that was like one of my big glaring problems with it, and I almost didn't like how they did Voldemort's death with him kind of just like going up into confetti, basically.
It looked like he got snapped away. He literally looked like Thanos snapped him away.
Like Thanos, yeah. Because I like the idea in the book for all his theatricality and big talk.
Oh, no.
He just basically died like a regular man. And that just showed how insignificant and small he ultimately was. And you know him basically turning into ash at the end just kind of it seemed like they were going too big and missing the point.
I could definitely see that. Here, Collector Movie Man said Lord of the Rings Return of the King had a good ending. It was
it was good, but it's not one of those things I wanted to see again because it was just so sad. I was like, all right, you just broke my heart.
I like the ending, but the issue I have with it is I think they dragged it out too long. Where you got this ending, then this ending, then that one, and I was just like, okay, we get it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. There you go. Perfectly put, Brandon.
Thanks.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna we'll talk about Paramount in a little bit, because that's pretty big news.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, they feel bad for people losing their jobs. Yeah, that always sucks when there's a merger. So, but
especially if it was a big company, one of the big ones.
One of the oldest ones.
The old, yeah. Exactly.
I think the oldest that's left. You know, because MGM got bought out by Amazon. Paramount was the last standing one
of the original ones. Yeah, it might be
some of the original ones. So yeah. Now
Yeah.
I think what Brothers is the oldest now.
Who?
I think you're right.
WB.
Is it Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers is.
You know, but I think Paramount was older. I could be wrong, but
I think you're right.
But hey guys, give me like 10 seconds, okay?
All right, go ahead.
I think Paramount is older. I think 20th Century Fox is probably the oldest though.
Oh shit, I forgot about Fox.
Yeah,
but they're owned by Disney now, so
they're bought out. So I almost don't count it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because they got bought out. MGM got bought out. Paramount got bought out now. Oh, they got bought out by Sundance. Sundance isn't like, they're big, but they're not like Disney or Amazon big. You know what I mean? So
it's gonna be messed up because I was watching Who Killed WCW, and they explained that when Ted Turner sold his company, it was like he lost all control of everything to the point where they just ended up like not even listening to him. So if they didn't make a proper deal with Paramount, you're gonna see a lot of people lose their jobs, man. It's gonna be messed up for real.
Yeah, it's been a really messy like situation they've been in. Like Sony was gonna buy them out, but then this person was gonna buy out, and then the majority stockholder, I forgot whatever her name is, like she was gonna sell her company that owns 55% or whatever of Paramount, but she was gonna sell it to a different company, but Paramount was still gonna be sold to Sundance, and it just started becoming such a big mess that like I feel like once it did happen, like once we get the details, it's gonna not be pretty.
Universal is older than Paramount.
Oh, Universal.
Yeah.
Universal is older.
Damn.
They're both 1912. They're both 1912, but Universal was first.
Yeah, but like a few months.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, Universal might be the last standing, right?
It's the last American one. It's the oldest American one.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. Yeah, because no one owns Universal, right? Universal is still their own thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, technically Disney is too, but Disney was what, the 40s?
Yeah, so it's much younger. So Universal was 1912, Paramount was 1912, Warner Brothers was like the late 19 teens before you get to 1920. So those are the three oldest American ones.
Wow. Yeah. Damn. Now everyone's buying them all out. Mm-hmm. That sucks. But speaking
Let's
of,
talk about our new one, Netflix. Let's go.
Netflix, yeah. Speaking of buying things out. All right, let's get into this Axel F. All right, let's do it. All right. Oh, excuse me, shit. Like that burp. Oh man, something down there. And that was acid reflex too. That wasn't like a burp. Oh, it was like sitting right there. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna go away. It did not. All right, let's try it again. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman, Brandon, and Anzo from Bigger Ford Entertainment joining us today. What is up, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, we're just having a good day. It's a good Monday. We get to enjoy this weekend, and this weekend we got to watch all these things. So it was cool to kind of talk about it.
Yeah, so a big movie weekend, and we finally got the movie that I think we all been kind of waiting for. We saw the trailers, we're hyped for the trailers and everything like that. With the Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. I believe this is what, the fourth.
Yeah.
Right? So,
even though we tried to not think about the third, but it's the fourth.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's out on Netflix streaming now. So if you haven't watched it, hit pause on this video, go check it out, because we're going to talk about spoilers, all that fun stuff. We're going to get into our ratings, our likes, our dislikes. So make sure you come back and join us with that discussion. And if you are live, leave a comment and we will get into the comments towards the back end of our review. But before we jump in, Brian, you got a breakdown of what this one is about?
I sure did not. I only do it every single time, and it's like, oh man, maybe I should have a breakdown, huh?
Act like you've been doing this for a while, Brian. Come on.
I know. Yeah, I'm new. You know what? It's funny. Like I do this every week. All we talk about is doing this stuff, and I still not ready. Terrible.
The Homer Simpson. It's my first day.
Exactly. Let's run that back one more time. Go ahead, give me that intro.
All right. So Brian got a breakdown of what this Axel F is about. What you got?
Cool. After his daughter's life is threatened, wisecracking detective Axel Foley teams up with his new partner and some old pals to turn up the heat on a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Nice old school conspiracy theory movie. So we'll start off with our likes. We'll start off with Anzo, and then we'll just go around the horn with Brandman, Brian, and then me. So what you like about this one, Anzo?
I liked a lot of the nostalgia stuff. They kind of kept it pretty simple and went back to the old school Beverly Hills Cop stuff, right? Like I said, we don't talk about 3. 3 was horrible. and I actually went back and watched 1 and 2 before I watched this one, and I
Mhm.
seen a lot of similarities to it. I'm like, okay, this is good. It wasn't as funny to me, but I liked Eddie Murphy. It didn't feel like he was phoning it in. He actually felt like he cared about this movie. I thought Kevin Bacon was really good as the bad guy. I liked seeing him in there. That was great. And just to see the old cast back together. And I think that's one of the things that the third one was missing, is that it didn't have everybody in it. As much as I would have liked to seen more of the three of them together, I enjoyed that we had Taggart in there, Rosewood in there, Surge was in there. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed that. We get to the dislikes, I will, but also the new characters, um, I thought were pretty good too. The daughter, not so much, but we'll get into that when we get to the dislikes. But but other than that, yeah, I thought it was really good. I didn't hate this one. It stayed true to form.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you were, man. What you like about it?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with a lot of what Anzo said. Eddie Murphy was very much in this element. Um, like I think even in a lot of Eddie Murphy's like horror movies, I think he himself is always a highlight. But when the movie's up to par, when the content's up to par, he especially shines, and that's kind of what I found to be the case here. Um, I also agree. It very much did the kind of did nostalgia the correct way without completely banking on it. I thought. Um, I liked a lot of the shootout scenes and the action sequences were really impressive. From especially when you take into consideration this was a first time feature film director doing this one. Like a lot of it kind of reminded me of GTA. I thought a lot. I think yeah, having Taggart and Rosewood back, they still very played very well off of each other, the three of them, and I liked that. A lot of the supporting characters. Kevin Bacon just plays a great asshole,
Yeah.
and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was a good addition. I've liked him in everything that I've seen him in. So I thought that I was pleasantly surprised. I went in expecting to be entertained, and I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I would. Because this easily could have been another Coming to America sequel, and thankfully it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about you, Brian?
It couldn't be another Coming to America because they actually spent money on this. This wasn't done in one person's house, and we're going to do scenes in different rooms. No, they actually spent $150 million on making it. They advertised it. They put marketing budget in. I mean, it was over $200 million at the end of the day. They put their
Mhm.
foot in it to make this movie, and you could tell the difference. The scenes were good. You're actually using things. It wasn't like a toy helicopter that they kind of threw in there. Like, oh yeah, look, watch this. They actually were doing things, and I thought that was much better. Um, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I love him. I've always thought he was a really good actor. Even though he had the hair like this, like it was, every time he moved up, it was just like, it's kind of like another character. But I think he's a interesting character. I liked him. I'm not gonna talk about what I don't like, but it was interesting. It was funny, but I think Eddie Murphy can tell that he was getting older because a lot of his comedy takes a lot of energy to do. To really hit that punchline, you gotta be all over the place. And Eddie Murphy's 63 years old and got like 11 kids. So
Mhm.
that makes every kid puts like 5 more years on you. So Eddie Murphy's like 152 years old. That's just what it is. All right. And you can tell that he doesn't have the energy to put in all that stuff into each one. Even though he looks good and he's able to do a lot of stuff, I think that he kind of, you can tell his age a little bit more. What's up, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
But I enjoyed the movie a lot.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, for me, like I wasn't sure what we were gonna get, like, because Eddie Murphy's a little bit older. and it's either he's his Coming to America wasn't good. His Dolomite was amazing. So I was like, what are we gonna get? And this I thought he was great, in it. From the first action scene, it was the first scene of the movie, I'm like, oh, okay. I this is what I expected. This is what I want, and they just like kind of kept giving you those old school action, like it had the music nonstop. The Axel F, kind of song. This different versions of it played the entire. Yeah, it was awesome.
You're gonna do it sadder. Doom,
Yeah.
doom.
And then they did like no one, and they did like it was great. I enjoyed that a lot. He definitely had that vibe of the like 80s, early 90s kind of thing. But yeah, just seeing Eddie Murphy being like Eddie Murphy and not like being able to drop the F-bomb and having fun. This looks like he had fun doing this, yeah, because even like the one scene, I don't know why it just cracked me up was when they're in the truck and he's like, oh, you all feel safe. Everyone feels safe, and Gordon Joseph Levitt is in the middle. He goes, I don't got a seatbelt.
Yeah.
I was like, he just was so like like loud and like intense. It was great. So yeah, I enjoyed like him, Eddie Murphy, seeing Eddie Murphy again, and not being like held back, for whatever reason. It was old school Eddie, but obviously older.
I think
the Donkey. If you hear Donkey every once in a while, he was talking about stuff or say stuff.
When he talked about the layers, and talk about the layers and being an onion, I laughed.
Yeah,
you should have called him Shrek.
and I think 2 was way too not 2, 3 they tried to do way too silly. I think 3 was they tried to do I'm sorry, and 2 they tried to do it a lot more action packed, right? And I think this one had a balance just like the first one, right? Of course, not as good as the first one, obviously, but I think there was more of a balance of the seriousness and the joke stuff in this, so I really enjoyed that. Two of my scenes that stick out to me is the one where they're ransacking Rosewood's house and he walks in there and he does his actual Axel Foley stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then the scene where he goes to the hotel and he's like, hey, and he's like, oh man, I'm too old for this. You guys got a room. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, those are my 2 scenes. I loved it.
Yeah. But anything else that you guys might have liked before we move on?
I think it just aged well. I think it aged really, really well. Like the the way, as kind of what Anzo was just saying, like he's still, you can tell he's getting older, so it's okay to get older, and he's not the same guy he used to be, and neither was Billy, neither was Taggart. None of them were the same, but they're just older versions, and I think at least it grew up with you. You know what I mean? Like I hate when you have movies that they're all the same still. Like the Incredibles 3. We're gonna have they're gonna be the same damn age. Like no, they should grow up with us. Like I like seeing the character grow and be older. It's okay to be older because we're older.
Yeah,
and that's a great part because when they're doing the shootout and Taggart comes and he goes on the floor and he's like, I don't think I can get back up. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, yeah. And Danny, Billy didn't get killed because they needed something from him. That's why they didn't kill him. I was with you. I'm like, wait, Billy's still alive? But it's because they were looking for something from Billy, so they had to keep him alive because he was the only one that knew where it was.
Yeah,
but
talking about that one. Yeah, that didn't bother. Like I got that. I enjoyed that they beat him up and they tortured him. He got tortured for 2 days. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it was definitely like old school cop, because before it was like, oh, this guy from Detroit's in Beverly Hills. Now it's like you still have that, but now it's like, oh, but now you're old school kind of cop and you're in the new school kind of environment, So and I thought they meshed it very well without being like in your face and it was like, oh, that's not how we do it now and blah blah blah. Like they brought it up, but it wasn't like annoying about it.
Yeah,
I mean, because they didn't harp on it.
Yeah. They make jokes. The jokes bad. They're quick and they're funny, and then they move on. Like, yeah.
And the scene where the end scene where they're in the car together, that classic scene, where the three of them in the car. I love that. I thought that, and
Yeah.
when I watched that scene, it just felt like they didn't miss a beat. You know what I mean? Road was like, "Hey, I
Mhm.
got a question to ask you. How often do you and your wife have sex?" And I'm like, "Okay, that is." I'm like, "This is exactly Beverly Hills Cop kind of stuff." So I really enjoyed that.
I thought they were gonna do the banana into the tailpipe. I thought he was gonna come up and put the banana in the tailpipe, especially because he was talking about how often do you and your wife have sex. And I thought I thought that was gonna be a good play on things. But yeah, it is what it is.
The reason why they didn't do that is because Eddie Murphy didn't want to do it. I watched an interview with him where they said they kept asking him, "Let's do the banana in the tailpipe. Let's do the banana in the tailpipe." And he was like, "Why?" It's like they're like it's funny, but he didn't want to do the banana tailpipe thing.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Man,
didn't
see, I wish Charlie Murphy was around because Charlie Murphy would have made him do it.
All right. So I know he said they're watching it now and stuff like that. So here's a question before we get into the bad stuff. So did Mike and Marcus show up at the end? I don't know what he's talking about.
No.
No, so the idea
No,
that the
but
Bad Boys came from Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. That's the point of, that's how they, Bad Boys is like almost a spinoff from that.
I got it. Yeah. That's because I'm like, was there a Mike and Marcus in like number 3? Because I don't remember 3. So I was like, did I miss something? So
3 is the one you don't want to remember. I tried to watch it again, and I'm just like, no, this is really bad.
You don't want to go to Wonder World?
No, it's just really bad. And Eddie Murphy knows it too. He says they all say it. Like if you watch the interviews, they all talk about, 3 wasn't that good. You know what I mean? Like they all say it, so they all know that 3 wasn't good. And if you watch 3, it's like Eddie Murphy was just getting a paycheck at that point. He was just like, whatever, But he felt this one felt like he more cared about the story and everything. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get into our negatives. What didn't you like about this one, Anzo?
So the daughter, and even the relationship with the daughter, I didn't really enjoy that. You're a grown woman, get over it by now. You know what I mean? Like, I get people hold on to things in heart, but it's just I didn't believe it. I didn't feel like it was like genuine, So I didn't really enjoy that part. One of the things, like I said, is I wish I would have seen more of Rosewood Taggart and Eddie Murphy together. I think that's where it was lacking a few things. But other than that, all in all, there's not much that I didn't like about it.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian, man?
I agree with the daughter subplot. It was just too. You've seen that so many times in movies, and usually it's. Let's face it. Usually it works a lot better if the daughter character or the child character is exactly that, a child. But we're talking about a 30-something-year-old woman, and you at that point in time you kind of have to come to grips with why your dad would do that and be okay with it. So it just really seemed derivative and something that we've seen over and over and over again. They could have done without that. I think they also made it kind of obvious early on who the villain in all this was.
Yeah,
it was very much a no-brainer from the introduction of that character.
So before they even introduced Kevin Bacon, you saw Kevin Bacon standing next to him. He was like, "Kevin Bacon's the bad guy."
Yeah, yeah. So my point exactly. So yeah, that kind of was like, come on. But yeah, those were the only 2 elements for me.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what's funny though? To your point though, I agree with you. It's like we found out who he was more often, but like right away. But I'm not sure if I would have liked or if I would have liked it more if we had not found out, and then all of a sudden Kevin Bacon shows up as the bad guy. You know, you think it's one person,
Mhm.
then oh no, the big guy is Kevin Bacon. So I kind of in between there, where I think maybe you could have hit it a little bit better, but at the same time, I'm
Mhm.
kind of glad that it wasn't that, okey doke, where it's like we think it's one guy, and then all of a sudden we have one more big guy, and it's Kevin Bacon. So, because that's
Yeah.
played out too. So,
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brian?
I mean, the relationship with the daughter doesn't make any sense. If we go through all this stuff and all of a sudden you feel like, oh, and now we can have a good relationship together, like, then you could have done that beforehand. Like, you are an adult. You know, we obviously you act like him. You see these things. You are. He said something like, the child's always a child, and the father's always the father, or the parent's always the parent, and that's true until you become 21 years old and you got to be responsible for your own thing. And then you can understand why some of the parents do things that, because you see it from a different scope. That's part of growing up. So I thought that was stupid. And I felt like it's derivative, kind of like what Brandman was saying. It's like Die Hard. It was literally taken right from Die Hard. Like, it was the exact same relationship. Well, I
Mhm.
changed my last name, but today I'm a McClain. No, today I'm a Foley. No, it's just
Mhm.
it's too derivative. Like, you could have done better because everything else was better. I thought that was just out of place.
Mhm.
Totally. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the same. The daughter thing is just, it just was you know, I just didn't care about it. Or they could have done it better at the very least.
Mhm.
I could have done it better. Like, there could have been a bigger reason why, like she decided not to talk to him. I don't know. I just think they took the easy way out and just kind of went with it, and didn't do anything crazy with it. And then the bad guy, so I was kind of like Anzo. I was like kind of in the middle with the bad guy because I'm like, oh, right off the bat, it's him, and like in the next scene, like he's next to the goons,
yeah.
so obviously he's the bad guy. So I was kind of mad with it until towards the end where I'm like, oh, so the whole time was like, you're the bad guy, and we know you're the bad guy, but we have to prove that you're the bad guy. So I didn't hate it as much toward the end, but for most of the movie, I was like, I just wish I didn't know he was the bad guy. But then it didn't kind of matter because they still needed to prove he was, the big baddie. So I don't know. But it was kind of with the bad guy. It was more about the action and the mystery of figuring out what's on the drive, where's the drive, all that kind of stuff. But the number one thing was what Anzo said, having the three of them not together, like for the entire movie was,
I don't think that would have worked.
I don't know if that would have worked,
It would
but
have been too much. It would have been too nostalgia. You're depending too much on nostalgia instead of having a movie that actually can stand on its own 2 feet. If you do that, I think the scene was good. I would have liked the scene that scene in the middle, and then at the end. In the middle to give you kind of prepare for it, and you see them together again, and then at the end for the jokes. I thought that waiting to the end was a mistake.
Yeah. The
see-
first time you see them all together was right at the end, and that's the only time you see them all together, and then that's it.
And I understand where you're coming, but I think it could have worked, right? You had these three old men doing kind of some of the same stuff you've seen in like the first two Beverly Hills Cop, but now they're older, they're more wiser, so they're trying to like do it differently. You know what I mean? But it still ends up to the same kind of destruction and stuff like that. Just like with the daughter, I think if you would have gave them a good relationship and you had the daughter more like a female Axel Foley. You know what I mean? I think that would have worked a little bit better instead of just having this disjointed "I don't like you" and then hey, we get back together kind of thing.
But then when you do that, don't you take the chance of people being stupid and calling it woke? You're gonna let her take over for him, like all that stuff. Instead, you have the female version of Logan, the female version of all the superheroes we just had, and then we have this now, the female version of Axel Foley. You're taking it and you're gonna make people instead of enjoy Beverly Hills Cop for what it is, they're gonna say you're trying to change it to him, change it to her. The same thing that
So,
if you don't believe me, look at Indiana Jones.
no, so I agree with you, but you don't give her like if you watch all those other movies, the person like the girl Logan, Indiana Jones, they have a ton of screen time, like just as much as the main character. I think if you
Mhm.
just put her in spots where she's doing things that remind you of Axel Foley, like when they went to the hotel and he's like, "Oh, or the restaurant," and he's like, "I'm so and so," and then she comes in and she adds on to that. You keep little scenes like that, but you don't over push her. I think it works better that way.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think about
That
that.
would have been Die Hard too, though, right? That would have been Live
That
Free
would
and Die
have
Hard
exactly
with the sun.
Die
That
Hard,
was
whatever Live Free Die
yeah,
Hard was.
either
Yeah, I
Die Hard
I kind of
2.
like what they did with her, where she's like, I don't like my dad so much is that I'm going to do the opposite of him. Is like I'm gonna help the bad guys, quote unquote, what what they were saying. So,
Mhm.
but I think they still for me, I think they still showed enough that they were kind of the same. This wasn't enough. It was like they thought the same, and they kind of thought this like had the same thought
Mhm.
process of figuring things out. But I think they could have gone a little bit more that like, yeah, maybe they are very alike.
More alike than you thought, you know?
yeah. Or they say at the end, she says something like, "Are you stupid? Do you not understand? You have always been my hero." Or something like, "I've always looked up to you."
Yeah. After she got out of the handcuffs and stuff like that, all the stuff she said she
Mhm.
forgot, she obviously
Yeah,
did. You could have put a nice little family moment in there, but yeah, it was the Eddie Murphy movie for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, one last good thing I forgot to mention was Joseph Gordon-Levitt. At first, I didn't like him. I'm like, I think he's gonna be an annoying character, and then he winds up having the most kills out of everyone in the entire movie. The dude like
Yep.
gets out of the car, shoots 2 people, goes over, shoots 2 more. Like, bro, you're just killing everybody, man. Like he
Mhm.
killed
He was
so many
funny.
people in this movie.
It's because everyone else is shooting guns. They just pop, 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 pop. He's like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Like he's doing what everyone else thinks. Like,
Mhm.
why are you wasting so many bullets? Why are you shooting like a star trooper? Like, yeah,
Mhm.
you actually are doing with your job. So that was cool.
And,
So,
and you
yeah.
see that?
Yeah,
And
I like that they made him competent. They easily could have made a character like that just the butt of the Axel Foley's jokes and just kind of there to be a punchline. But I appreciated that they actually made him like a competent cop.
Mhm.
He. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Although the gag with the with the helicopter was pretty funny to me.
yeah,
It's good. I like that.
me too. I thought it was good. And he's like scared to fly the helicopter. He's like, yeah, but I didn't tell you I crashed it. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Like, yeah, that was funny. I like that one. And like you said, the action pieces were really good. You know what I mean? Like it was classic Beverly Hills Cop action points, and I enjoyed them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Anybody forgot? Good or bad? If not,
I think that's about it on mine.
cool. We'll jump into our ratings. So here at Spoiler Kings, we do things nice and easy. Now, later, or never. Now means you gotta go and watch it right now before it's spoiled. Later means whenever you get a chance, and never means just skip it altogether. Don't even waste your time. We'll start off with Anzo. What you ranking this one, man?
I'm giving it a now. Definitely watch it now. It's, again, I still think it's better than the third one, but 1 and 2 are better. But if you want to go and watch a good Eddie Murphy movie, because there's not many of them, this is one of them.
Newer ones, at least. Any
Yeah, at
new-
least newer ones. Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say old ones. Yeah, new ones, maybe not.
Yeah.
All right, Brandman, what you giving it?
I'll give this a now. It's really no excuse not to watch it. It's on streaming, so it's right at your fingertips. So, yeah, it's just a fun, very pleasant surprise of a movie, and it kind of stands alone on on its own, so you don't necessarily have to watch the originals to kind of get into this one, which is good. It's just a fun time, and everyone seemed very much in their element. You could tell Eddie Murphy was into it. Pretty much everyone was into it. It's just a fun watch. There are some cliches here and there, but that's kind of to be expected. But it does nostalgia the right way. So
That's a good way to put it.
I can comfortably give this a no.
Okay. What are you, Brian?
I'll agree. It's a now. They spent money on it. They developed a script. They had good acting. They had nostalgia. They had all the things that are necessary for it. My only complaint about this entire movie, honestly, really is that it wasn't in theaters.
Mhm.
It was quality enough that it should have been in theaters. That's it. Like literally, this was a now movie. It was fun. There's a hole in theaters where you could have played this and it would fine. People that didn't want to go watch Maxine could go watch Beverly Hills Axel F. Like it made sense, but yeah, me just saying things. But I think it's still now. It's fun. Need to watch it, especially streaming. You go ahead and pull it on now, but you should be watching it in a theater.
Yeah. And then I'm following suit. It's a now for me, man. It was a lot of fun, good action, good old school kind of action, which I liked. The comedy was pretty good. Seeing Eddie Murphy, coming back as Axel Foley and doing a good job was nostalgia done in the right way, like Brandman said. So definitely a fun time, and like Brian said, why didn't this come out in theater? Brand Davis says same thing. Why didn't this come out in theaters? It just missed money at this point. I don't even get it. I think this would have at least made its money back.
Yep.
At least made his money back. Right. Probably more.
I think Eddie Murphy has a deal with Netflix when he did Dolomite and all of that stuff. So, you got a certain amount of movies you have to make, and I guess I'm pretty sure that a Beverly Hills Cop 4 was probably in that deal.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he had to do it on Netflix.
Yeah, but I just don't get why Netflix is like he can still make it, and it could be
just do like Apple TV does. It's an Apple TV production in theaters.
In theaters,
in theaters.
Yeah, because I'm like, as much as this like $150 million budget is like, are you gonna make that back from subscribers? Yeah, because that's the only way to make your money back is subscribers and ads. I guess
they do have 200 million subscribers, so
but I'm like, but are you getting new subscribers? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because like, isn't that what you would kind of want? Like, somebody coming just to see the new Eddie Murphy movie. I don't know. I mean, I guess
I agree.
Netflix has ads, so maybe, but
maybe that's an avenue for Netflix to do is start making these movies, putting them out in theaters first, and then putting them on their service. That's a way to get some revenue from one of these high expensive movies. That might be something they'll consider doing in the future.
Yeah, I hope so, because you can easily say like, okay, every big movie's coming out, and depend how well it does in theaters, 30 to 90 days, and then throw it up on Netflix. So if it's a good movie, runs closer to 90. If it's a shitty movie, give it 4 weeks, and then it's on streaming. So yeah, Netflix has theaters.
They maybe own theaters, but I'm talking about putting these movies that are made for just Netflix on the big screen. That's what I'm talking about. Like you said, for 45 days, for 60 days or whatever, to get that first initial big rush, then take it out and put it on Netflix.
And you also use it as advertisement.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, that's our thoughts on this one. Anybody got anything else? We'll get moving on to our comments.
Last thing I wanted to say is, I know a lot of people are complaining about the old school 80s music in this, and I enjoyed it. I loved it when they were.
I loved it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought it was
hard, man. Come on, give me that.
It's such an iconic song, and I love that we got all the different versions of it. Like every scene was a different style of that song. It was great. Like, you know, I didn't know people were complaining about it. That kind of sucks.
What if they want like a mumble rap remix of it? What if they want?
Well, you know when they're doing the car trace and they're playing the neutron, I just burning, doing the neutron. They're complaining because that's the old jam. Why would they put that in there? But I'm like, if you watch Beverly Hills Cop, those are the classics. Those are what, you know what I mean? They're always doing action to that song. So I don't see a problem with it, but people complain.
And Beverly Hills Cop was a franchise that was very synonymous with the 80s. So why wouldn't they?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I disagree with that. Well, with people complaining, because that was definitely a highlight for me. But cool. Yeah.
I was gonna say big ups to Eddie Murphy. He is the biggest 80s star to make it to now? Like, you know, all the other 80s stars, you know, fizzled out, really. Eddie Murphy was the biggest star in the 80s and didn't fizzle out. He didn't succumb to drugs or alcohol or any of those things.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean, he did have a down kind of part of his career.
Not really, because you go Nutty Professor. You could talk about Shrek. Like, if you really think about it, he has always had something. He is just doing it. You know, you didn't see him, but he has always been doing it.
But then he had Pluto Nash. He had the Haunted Mansion one. He had a lot of movies that were really bad.
Yeah, but Dr. Doolittle was good. So like, he's always been making money. I'm thinking like the big stars of the 80s. We got Michael Jackson, Prince, like any of the ones that you read that were the stars of 80s. Eddie Murphy's in that same level of stardom, you know. And
no, I agree with you.
He's the only one that made it unscathed.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
the list here.
Actually, he did have a scandal.
What? 11 kids?
No, he did have a scandal with the trans.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but that's how good. That's how big of a star he is. You forgot.
Yeah, and nothing ever came out of it anyway, so it really didn't matter. Like, big deal. He was, you know what I mean? But that was something that, again, people talked about, but it was nothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the top like biggest actors in the 80s. Harrison Ford is on that list. You know, Eddie Murphy's on that list.
Eddie Murphy wasn't just an actor. Eddie Murphy was an entity. Because he think about Delirious, think about Raw. He had a platinum album. The dude, everything he did touched was gold. Like, was just turned into that. He is the only one who could do anything he wanted to do. Look at Rick James, drugs. And anyone else who was on that level, gone. Yeah. Not Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he's just so funny, man.
Yeah.
After watching this, I'm like, I want to watch his like SNL, like best of SNL again, because I got it on DVD, and it's like one of my favorite like SNL things. You know, him and Chris Farley. You know, but but cool. Yeah. Appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us on the replay. If you like this movie or you hate this movie, leave a comment down below. Let us know why, what you think about it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, check out Anzo on Bigger Ford Entertainment. You want to give a shout out to where people can find you at?
Channels right there, Bigger Ford Entertainment. I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys, man. Thank you.
Nah, man.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Appreciate you being on.
I don't know what they're talking about. I threatened them. I put them in a headlock. I was like, look, guys, this is happening. Let everyone know.
Seeing is that he said that, I didn't want to blow up the bubble, right? But the other day we were in the backstage and Danny was like, you know, Anzo, Like I sent these guys a little thing to come on the show, and I was like, you know what, Donnie, you're correct. Because when they were doing the Star Wars thing, I was like, send me the link. They were like, no, don't want you on there for that, right? So I'm like, okay, so the guys don't want me on. So Brian felt bad and sent us the link for tonight. I'm
No,
like, okay,
it's funny because he asked for the link. I told everybody, I was like, hey, yeah, he wants to be on the link. And I already sent you the link. So it was already done. It was going to happen one way or another.
And the only reason I was like, I didn't want to send about the Star Wars thing because it would have turned into like a 3-hour argument about.
Yeah,
and Mama Bear was already like over it. So, and she's over
I
it.
know
A bunch of
because
people were over it.
we still talked about it when he came on the table. Yeah, so I get it.
I know I got to jump on. So I know you're on Chaos Central. You, Danny, Chris, I believe. And you guys, I think this like on Sundays, I know Brian joins you guys and you talk about the Acolyte and stuff like that. So I gotta jump on there, but
I was on there twice. I was on there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, you guys got to come on for the tournaments. If you want pure jokes, you got to come on for the tournaments on Friday nights. That was hilarious.
You see how I got so angry? I was like, I cannot believe this. The greatest villain of all time. You talk about he's not villain enough. I was like, what is going on? But that's the best part about the tournament because you can't make things happen. It's the vote. It's the vote. You don't agree? It doesn't matter. Too bad.
Yeah, we're dealing with something like that right now with Claudia versus Blade.
I'm like, what the hell is wrong with everybody? Go vote for Blade, everybody. Look
it's
like tab.
51 to 49%. It's so close. It's crazy. Like
I wanted to write a comment, but I couldn't write one. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? I think I did write one. Like, what's going on here? Like, what are we talking about? Blade?
Like Claudia lost to everybody. She died. Blade is Blade. What are we talking about right now? What are we doing?
What's up, Zach? Claudia's supremacy. It's people come in there. Claudia's my coven. I was like, damn it, I can't even be mad at that comment. So yeah. But what's up, Zach? Appreciate it.
What's going on, Zach?
But yeah, all right, let's finish this one up. Yeah, so make sure you go check out Anzo, Big Four Entertainment, OCC. He's on Chaos Central, all that fun stuff. So appreciate him coming and hanging out with us. If you're in the live, stick around because we're going to get into the comments and move on to our next topic for the night. All right. Actually,
OCC.
Yeah, go ahead. OC, yeah. I didn't even catch it. It's okay.
It's OOC.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say OCC? Oh, no. Yeah. I'm looking right at it. I'm like reading it right there. It's like right
there. Thanks for having me, guys. I'll be watching in the background, but I got to get ready for bed. So it's a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Absolutely, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
See you soon.
Later. It seems like so with this movie, like even Danny was like the daughter. So he's saying the daughter's acting was really bad.
I don't think she was great. I don't.
I was very indifferent to her acting. I wasn't particularly impressed by it.
There's times I thought she was like overacting, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't horrible.
I think it also is that when you're next to people that are doing such a great job, that are naturally really good actors and understand their characters, and you're coming in, and if you're not that, you can see the difference. It's not that she's terrible; it's just that they're really, really good at their characters, and they're really, really good actors.
Yeah, I mean, you forget like Eddie Murphy's in it, who's a legend. Kevin Bacon, another legend. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is probably going to end up being a legend because he's super beloved by everybody, and then you got Judge Reinhold, John Ashton, so you had other guy like Bronson, forgot what the guy who plays Surge,
Pinchot. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah,
Pinchot.
It would be like Perfect Strangers. So
yeah, Balky. Just call him Balky.
Yeah.
It's Balky.
Yeah, I know that's. I don't even know it's always that, but yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you're not wrong, Brian. Like, there's a bunch of like great, even Luis Guzman. I thought when he showed up in it, I'm like,
I knew. No, I told Ashley, I was like, watch me, Luis Guzman. She was like, how do you know that? I was like, just watch. And I was like, he's gonna have some glitter or something on him. And he did. It was perfect.
Yeah, I'm like, whenever it's like a drug cartel or like some kind of like Mexican Hispanic like gang, I'm like, it's either gonna be
Mhm.
Luis Guzman or Danny
Danny Trejo. Yeah.
Trejo. It's gonna be one of those two. And I thought
Depends on if you're killing people. That's when Danny gets to be it.
yeah, if it's gonna be a little more goofy, you probably
Mhm.
go with Luis Guzman, and if it's a little more serious, you go with Danny. But yeah, but yeah. Wait a second. Him wearing the old Detroit Lions coat tried to catch the sense of nostalgia, but it didn't quite work.
Oh man, that's a fit. That's a fit.
It did for me. I think it did for me because
Well,
it's
yeah,
not.
he's got to wear that. That's like the trademark of Axel Foley.
Yeah, exactly. That's the trademark for him. But also, it's like it's the character. Like he's stuck being that cop from the 80s. You know what I mean? The car chases and like, oh, it's off the
blowing
boat,
up everything and
blowing up everything. So it's like, like, yeah, it's definitely nostalgia of the character, but also it felt like it's the character being stuck, in that time frame. You know what I mean? Like he'd rather be that cop than grow up, have a family, have a wife, have a daughter. That's what I took it as.
Once again, happened exactly with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, exactly. Xavier said people are complaining about the music. Must be new generation. What Brandman said, it's not the mumble rap kind of thing.
If they don't like that, they must not like X-Men. That must be what it is. There's same people that don't like. Like you're the same people. Man.
Like, what is this? It's so 90s. Like, shut up.
Like, say one more thing.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of X-Men, I forgot. I need to get these two things away still.
Ooh. Okay. I know. Oh yeah, we get who won? Mama Bear. I know Mama Bear. I think you need to email me. I think I got Tony. I got to reach out to see. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm probably gonna drop all the stuff off to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come
Do
to
we
you.
still have the Nightcrawler and the Goblin Queen if you want to get rid of the Thor and Wolverine? So, but we can do those two if you want.
I'm all for it. Let's do this.
Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Zach Attacks is in the house, so he can hopefully win. Appreciate Zach. Crack made it out of the 80s as well.
It surely did. You're right.
Have you guys talked about House of Dragon? Not yet. We're gonna be talking about that next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry. All right, let me get the. So wait, so what we giving away? The two X-Men figurines or
Queen
just
and Nightcrawler. Yeah, we get both of them away. Why not?
Okay. So we want to do type in X. It works for
X.
Just Maxine with the 3 X's, X-Men. And then what we wait.
And Axel.
Axel. There you go.
Type in X will put you into the thing for the duck race, and whoever does that will go ahead and whoever wins, we'll send these things out. So type in X and we'll see who wins real quick. Why not do this little giveaway? Why not?
Yeah. So let me get this up real quick. We said just finished editing. Got to wake up in 4 hours. So hope you guys have a great stream.
Please put that X in there. That's all I need.
Yeah. All right, who we got? We got Mama Bear, Collector.
And if you're watching us over there on Twitter or X, whatever, come jump on YouTube, see us, Spoiler Kings, come on YouTube, do that, jump in real quick and type in X and we'll put you into this giveaway.
All right, so we got Mama Bear, we got Collector, we got Xavier, we got Zach, we got Anzo. Give a couple more people. So while we do that, let me change the background real quick. There was something else since we're talking X-Men.
Yeah, we got Shifty. All right, let's go Shifty.
see and bring.
Yes, Kal-El. X-Men. X-Men.
So yeah, so what the heck? Oh no.
You losing names?
My cat decided he wanted to
Sit on the
shred a
keyboard.
Did I lose it? Oh, I didn't lose it. Okay, cool. All right. So while we wait for people to enter in, so you got to type X to get entered to win it. So Kevin Feige came out and said that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be the start of X-Men in the MCU.
Makes enough sense to me.
I don't. It's like, are we going to get a new Wolverine? Like, what's the new part of? That's kind of my thing.
I think no. So I know exactly what is going on. I've been watching too much YouTube and talking to everybody and reading everything about it. So what they're going to do is they're making this group, right? So I don't know what they call them, Avengers or whatever they want to call them, but it's going to have X-23. It's going to have all the people that are going to join their group, and that will be the beginning of the people that are fighting from Dr. Doom or whatever Battle World that will be there for the next saga. So there will be part of the group that are going to fight for the worlds, and all that stuff. So this is going to be the beginning of that. It's going to be the beginning of X-Men. It's going to be the beginning of X-Men kind of crossing over with the Avengers. All that's going to happen through this film.
Okay,
so that tells me that
like
X-23 is not going to die.
Yeah. But yeah, because then it feels like they're cherry picking, like, oh, we like this, and this from the Fox X-Men stuff that we're gonna keep over and put it into our new MCU X-Men stuff.
Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it as long as it makes sense. And
you're not gonna kill Daphne King because they already said they don't want to mess with the Logan, right? But she's the only one from the Logan movie that's going to be in it, because technically that Logan, he's already dead. He's not going to be in it. So they'll be able to make this group and just take the characters they want that they're not killing off.
Okay.
And that'll be the beginning of X-Men in the MCU still.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I am super curious to see if that's what they go with, or if they go with just something new. What if they just go with, like, oh, here's your X-Men, here's the team, and they're from this world. What if they introduce them, but then you find out like they're gonna do something like the Fantastic Four, where they're in a separate world at a separate time, and then we're gonna bring them in to them.
It just wouldn't make sense with Secret War. It just wouldn't make sense, because what they're doing with Secret Wars is that all the incursions, everyone's dying, your universes are dying off, and they're able to take this one person's able to to come in with them, because you got the TVA it's a person that they need to take, so they're able to use it with the TVA. This is a linchpin person. We're able to take this character. We're able to take this character. And that's just what they've already been doing. So they can do those things, create this team, and it make perfect sense. And this would be the beginning of an X-Men team / Avengers team type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm cool with that. But are they? Well, they would have to show at least a couple of them, Daphne King probably in Deadpool Wolverine to get to that point.
Yeah,
yeah.
We already know she's in it. So
has she confirmed that she's in it? Is she?
I mean, all the insiders that saw the first 30 minutes to say that she's in it.
Dang! Thanks for spoiling it. I've been purposely avoiding a bunch of stuff like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't read that, because I know I mean, I expect everyone to see it in it. But she hasn't confirmed that she is or isn't in it. Yeah. So, you know, so we'll
Mhm.
see. And then also, Deadpool Wolverine, in Japan, not Japan, in China, they wind up getting their first like fan screening for it. And I was watching on Campia because I didn't really pay attention to the news on it because I've been trying to avoid things on it. It's not a spoiler or anything, but the people, the fans in the theater in China were just like applauding and laughing the entire time. You know, that they just loved this movie. So that's a pretty good sign. That's a pretty good sign. So I'm pretty excited, you know.
I mean, this
about
is
it.
going to be a great
And
thing.
I don't want to get too excited.
Would you be surprised if all the people that we were just talking about, like Daphne King is X-23, she's not in the movie, but she's in the extras, the after credit scene?
Post credit.
Yeah, post credit. So you know what they're doing, and then you see her. You know she's going to be in the next couple of coming up movies, or Blade, but specifically Wesley Snipes Blade. You know, like, so the team was like,
that
Wesley
would be
Snipes
so funny.
Blade, X-23, you know, because Blade, they said that he's definitely in the movie, right? I mean, at least we've seen Wesley Snipes on the actual stage. I don't know if he's actually in the movie, but he's been there on set. So maybe he's not, maybe he is, but at least he's on set. You know, I'm just saying, maybe they're all part of the team, and maybe it's not part of the movie. Maybe it's all just it's in credit.
Yeah,
but still setting
like
up the team for the end. You know, set it for Secret Wars.
Yeah,
because it's only been them.
I'm super curious.
Can you believe it's
some
so
of
close?
the confirmed ones?
Yeah, Electra is supposed to be in it.
Yeah, they've been talking about that ever since filming started with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks.
I'm expecting some. Yeah, I'm expecting some crazy stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see the laugh. Even who's the director? Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. Sean Levy.
Yeah, said like if you can hear the movie over, laughter, then they didn't do their job. You know, he says something along those lines that like people should be laughing so much and applauding that you might miss some dialogue. You know,
which is great because that means you're gonna see it 2 or 3 times, still see something new, and then I'll make all this money.
I know. Yep, it's gonna make $1 billion.
It's gonna make a ton.
Yeah. So, last call. Type in X. If you haven't already, type in X to get entered to win. We got 7 people right now. So, by the time I'm done with the comments, we're gonna be going. So, Kyle, so everyone is in it. Everybody. So I think you'll sit and ask no questions like and like what they give you. Probably, man. Probably. But see, the problem is like I'm so excited about it,
and that worries you, right? Because that's
kind of worried.
That's how you were with Doctor Strange. That's how you were with Secret Invasion. With all these things, it's the same thing that's been happening.
I'll be back in a second, guys.
Okay,
you're back.
Yeah. I mean, although my expectations are high, but I think I'm going to be pleased with what they give us.
I don't think it matters. I think it's going to be good. The musical numbers on them.
Lagging right now.
I can guarantee that you're going to hear the X-Men little jingle, like at least 1 or 2 times. I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Reynolds is literally saying it as one of the X-Men coming on screens, and you see him like just like you see him just slide up and then it would slide back like. I can see that happening exactly. So that'll be fun. And I know for sure
Yeah,
that I'm going to
he's
watch. I want to watch this movie three times. I'm actually about to buy a second
Minimum.
ticket just now.
They're saying that first weekend, especially that first day, is gonna be like so hard, and that first opening weekend is gonna be like very low tickets. So, there's people like out in California. Like, I think John Campea was talking about it, and he was saying like he went to go buy tickets, and it was like all the good ones were like gone.
That's your fault. You shouldn't be waiting the last second.
No, I think he said he bought tickets, but I think he said something. I could be wrong. He said something about like they were hanging out with their friends, and their friends were like, "Oh, hey, you want to go check it out?" And he's like, "Oh, cool, we'll go watch it for a third time." And he's like, "Yeah, there's like no tickets." So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I'm Thursday at 6:15.
I said, "Yeah,
I'll be watching that."
Yeah, and we might start the show a little late. Another comedy. Wait until it's Love and Thunder again. Don't put that evil out there, man. Don't put that evil out there.
Put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. Or you do right by me. Everything you touch will fail. I said it.
Oh man. Xavier said, I plan on going with tempered expectations, even though I'm sure it'll be highly entertaining film. Yeah. Never believe what he says. Was it John Campea or?
Yes, that's the answer.
All
Either
right,
matter
all
me,
right,
John Campea, no matter what.
Bring this up. Set it for a minute. And let me give it a minute on screen.
I rebuke you, Brian. I'm just hoping to be entertained.
Let me let's say for a minute and let the lag clear out.
All right, hopefully we can do this.
I don't know. Yeah.
So I'm there.
Hopefully,
hopefully.
Worst case, I'll remove myself. I
was looking at the back of these, and I almost want to open it. I almost want to open the toys, which would be a party foul. That'd be wrong. One day I want to sell a lot of this stuff, and I'm gonna start opening stuff and just start putting it out. Actually, play with it.
Well, they said they're not worth well, then they supposedly said they're not going to be holding their value a lot, but yet the Rogue is selling for $200 already. So
it's like as long as you know how to when to get out of it, you're fine. All right, that's it. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully we'll do shuffle of characters. All right. Let's go.
All right, guys.
The lag?
Down, Mama Bear's in the lead. It's moving, so it's okay. Mama Bear says she's a unicorn again. No, you're a mermaid. You're a mermaid this time. That Shifty in the purple, Anzo with the alien costume, not much of a costume. Xavier is a regular duck. Kal-El with the Viking helmet. Got Zach in the purple. The Collector with a graduated duck. Here we go. Coming down, we got 12 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Uh-oh. Xavier's coming up. Xavier's coming up. He got 5 seconds. But who was this? Shifty? Xavier is
Oh.
taking it over. He got it. Number 3. Xavier got it. You win. You get first choice. Which one would you want? You want Nightcrawler or Goblin Queen?
Actually, I
You see.
had to hide myself to save the stream a little bit.
Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler's going
Cool.
to Xavier. Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Going to the box.
Yeah, and people, all the toy people are saying that Nightcrawler is like one of the best Nightcrawlers like they ever made. So, congrats. So shoot us an email, spoilerkingsreview@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat real quick. Send us over your address, and then we'll get it out probably sometime this week.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot what Kyle won. Was it did he win the Thor?
Yeah, he won.
Or did he win the Wolverine one?
No, it's Thor. Because I thought the Wolverine we didn't know because Anzo could have taken.
Yeah. Kyle, send an email. I saw your message on Instagram. Nah, we're gonna send it to you, man. So just shoot us your email address or your actual address.
Yeah, we can't email this to you.
Can't email this one. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I guess X. That is great. I guess X was to go for Xavier. That's funny.
He found us out, guys. He found us out.
Yeah. That is funny. Oh man. All right, let's talk about this House of Dragon.
Awesome.
And hopefully we can watch a trailer real quick. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tink Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about right here, House of the Dragon, episode 4, I believe it was. Yeah, so we got some more dialogue, figuring out things, and then the big finale at the end, which we'll talk about, obviously. So if you haven't watched the episode, hit pause, go check us out, or go check out the episode, come back, because we're getting into spoilers. We'll start with Brandman. What you think about this episode? How'd you like it or not like it?
I think I wasn't really grabbed by it until probably like the last 10 or 15 minutes. Other than that, it was kind of the same as the last several episodes, where it's just kind of trying to snowball up and promise this big like war or event or whatever's going to end up happening. And I guess we kind of got a little of that with the final few minutes. Getting a little tedious at times, but especially with just some of the decisions the characters are making. But it was fine. It's kind of been what I've come to expect out of this season so far with each new episode.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, it's kind of not doing as much for me as I hoped. Definitely not bad. It's just not grabbing me like season 1 did.
Yeah.
I'm more gravitating more towards the like I've said many times in the past, like the production value and that sort of thing. That's probably my favorite thing about this show so far.
Yeah. Which would be why a good reason why you like that ending, because that production value at the ending is like, oh, that's where the money went.
Yeah, it was top notch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into the ending in a minute. We'll kind of keep it a little spoiler free, and then we get into the big finale. But what about you, Brian? How'd you like the episode?
It's kind of like what I talked about before. If you guys heard when we first jumped on, it's like they're setting up a chessboard, you know, and they're getting ready to make this move, and they're just setting all these pieces up, setting it set up, and then nothing. And then they keep on saying something's going to happen, and we're ready for the war, start the war, and all this stuff. Like, and this war is going to happen. All these people about to die. Just wait, they about to die. Oh, you don't want them to die? Just wait. These dragons happen. You know, and then you know, end of the episode. You know, it was a lot. But there are parts of this episode that I liked at the beginning. Damon, dude, with the seeing Rhaenyra and actually chopping off her head, the young Rhaenyra, like chopping off her head and having the crown hit the ground. Him dealing with those issues that he has with her, because she is a little girl that he used to bounce on his knee. She is the one who took the crown from him. She is all those things and someone he also loves, that, you know, they have this thing together. So he's having a big issue with that, and seeing that him chop off her head and then she's still talking was just awesome. I appreciated that scene a lot. I thought that had multiple meanings.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I like how it's the younger version of her.
Yep.
It's Millie.
Me too.
It's not the newer version. It's like, it's kind of creepy and icky, you know, but also that's a Targaryen thing, is to be creepy and icky. But I always thought it was very interesting that that's the version he sees, and not the older, the one from the current time. But yeah.
Well, I feel like it's him trying to understand, or trying to make sense of the past, and accept what's going on. And can he accept it, or is he going to make his claim for the throne? He's trying to figure those things out, and I think that was it's awesome to see.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was entertaining. Allison is still awful, just awful human being. Like, everyone would be happy, everyone would have been better if she could just died. If she would just died, someone would just killed her. You know, Rhaenyra just like slit her throat real quick. We all be okay. Everyone in the show will be fine. You know, no one misses out nothing. Even Aegon will be better. You know, just she's just the worst. And but seeing Aegon realize that they don't really want him to be king, they just want him to be a figurehead. How's he dealing with that? That was interesting. And realizing that Aemon is better at this stuff than he is. And then, and even us seeing the whole idea that Aemon is so much like his uncle. Like, you know, Aemon and Daemon are the same person, you know, and they go through the same thing. And just, it was so many little hints that kind of fed us into it. And then finally we got some action. So, you know, give me dialogue, give me good writing, and then give me action. This is probably the best episode I've seen this season.
Ooh, I would have to agree. The first episode was good, because I think it was continuing from the ending of the last season, so you kind of, you know, had some grace to play with. But this, I would agree, this is the best episode. You know, yeah. Saying everything you were talking about, I agree with. I like all of that. Even, you know, on Dragonstone, where, you know, Rhaenyra is gone, you know, because obviously she's coming back from her little mission, and everyone's freaking out, you know. So it's like you have like this power play of like, oh well, I'm gonna be in charge. Oh well, I'm in charge while she's not here, you know. And meanwhile, her aunt was a Rhaenyra's, I think, I forgot which one. Her aunt, who should have been queen before her dad, you know, was kind of like up there doing it, and people are like, wait, who made you the boss? And she's like,
and then Corliss walks in and says,
yeah,
what?
You know, like, you better listen up, you know. So I mean, she's the princess, one, so she's probably the highest ranking person, but two is like, she should have been the king or queen, you know, instead of, you know, Viserys. So yeah, so you know, there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of setup and stuff like that. But I remember texting you guys after I finished watching. I'm like, again, a bunch of dumbasses making dumbass decisions, and it gets a little repetitive at times. I don't want to say it's boring because it's not boring, but it gets repetitive, and I was like, "Ugh, okay,
Why are we still seeing the same crap?
it was like this bad decision making after bad decision making. I was like, what, and then finally somebody tells Aegon the shit he needs to hear from his mom.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
and,
Yep.
and I think you're talking about like her she needs to die. I think that was poison she drank, right? Where
She drank because she was killing the baby because she's pregnant.
oh yeah, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah,
that makes more sense now. Yeah, because oh my god, because then which is well, we'll get into Kristen because Jesus Christ. But Aegon is having like a moment with his mother, not like a figurehead, not like, oh, you're the queen, blah blah blah. Like, no, mother to son. She's telling him, she goes, listen, man, we did a lot of shit for you to get there. You're fucking it up. You need to sit back and shut up and let the big boys do the job.
Yeah.
And she told him flat out, the only one that gave him enough respect, as the king and as her son, like, I'm gonna tell you how it is, man. And he obviously didn't handle it well because he went drinking and then made horrible decisions.
He was like, she was like, I need you to sit there and do nothing. Do exactly what we need you to do in this war. I
Yeah.
need you to do exactly what we need. Nothing.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Talk about Sir Kristen Cole. Anytime they miss the opportunity to take out Kristen Cole is a negative for me. Talking about a dude you just want to kick in the nuts and punch in the face, like,
Oh, I can't stand him.
And then they give him the douchiest fucking haircut, like, of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of all of Westeros, he has like the whole, like, he got the haircut done when he became Han, and it was like, oh, I just want to punch you even harder now, man. Like you're just a douchebag. So
I mean, he's accepting the douchebag and he's embracing it. Oh,
yeah, he really is. He really is. Because like who is it, Allison's cousin or whoever it was, the other high
cousin.
power, that came in. He's like, I'm better than you. You know what you're doing. And then he kind of showed him up a little bit, but it was more luck than anything, I feel like. But yes, Sir Kristen Cole is just like, yeah. And then if he's already, the whole dude is pissing me off because, like, you should be more mad because those are your kids from Rhaenyra. He knows it. Everyone fucking knows it. That's part of the issue, And then you're cool with the new girl that you're with one of her kids killing your bastard child, But then you make a new baby with the same chick, like with Alicent now. Like, dude has no, like, he wants to. That's the thing I think pisses me off. He wants to act like he is better than everyone else because he has morals, but he's the biggest piece of shit out of everyone.
But and isn't that what the dude that before he got his head chopped off, he said?
Yeah.
He said exactly pretty much that. Yep.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to have that white cloak. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. So I cannot wait. Kristen Cole is becoming not close to Joffrey because Joffrey's on a whole nother level, but he's getting to that point where, like, I can't wait to see him get killed in a very satisfying way.
I just wish a random arrow to go in the air and to kill Kristen and aim at the same time, just like go through both their hearts at the same exact time.
Through his eye hole into yeah, like when he fell off his horse and it hit his head, I'm like, they better not kill him off like that. Like, I want to see him like get killed.
I want Daemon to like literally chop off his head.
Yeah. All right. So we've been avoiding the big finale. The big finale, finally see some dragon on dragon action again. And it did not disappoint. I'll start with Brandman. What you think about the finale with the big fight scene?
I liked it. It was my favorite part of this episode. I said, I was kind of more middle of the road on the whole episode, a little more than you guys were. But yeah, I felt bad for the one dragon who just kept getting just its shit wrecked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty cool to watch. Yeah, as a whole, that was kind of felt a little bad on the way it ended too for that particular character, but
yeah,
should have been paying closer attention.
Yeah, again, and she's not. Which even upsets me because she's not a dumbass, but she definitely made a dumbass decision. You know,
that was out of character. You know, it felt like she made a dumb decision for the sake of the writers feeling the need to have her make a dumb decision.
Yeah,
like mind your surroundings.
Seriously,
it was kind of set up, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys send me," and all this other stuff. It was kind of set up, and I knew I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then it did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's the only one that had sense, so she had to die.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but then she died by making a stupid decision. You know, I think she should have just took off. You know, even,
it was.
Yeah, good.
No, I was just reiterating that it just kind of felt out of character.
Very, very much so. Especially like she just went on this rant on how she has a better dragon. She has one of the bigger dragons. She has experience. The dragon has experience. So I was like, so you've been here. You know what you're doing. And then she does something like that. Like, it was like, where else did this fucking dragon, the biggest dragon of everyone, like it just disappeared? Like, where else is it gonna go? Like, so yeah, I thought that was like kind of silly.
Yeah.
What's gonna be the blowback from all this? What's gonna happen?
That's the good part.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I mean, because what's Corliss gonna do?
I think he's gonna take advantage of it and weasel his way in. Cole, I think it's gonna affect Cole. I don't know. I think it's gonna affect him because like he was the hand of the king, so it was his job. Plus, he was a guard. Plus, he was banging his mom. So it's like you messed up on multiple levels, dude. Like that was your one job to make sure that dude did not get hurt, and you let him die. So. So I have no idea. I don't know what's gonna happen with Chris. I don't know what's gonna happen with Allison. Is she gonna get pissed? Like what's Rhaenyra's gonna do? I really don't know. And I guess that's the best part of the show is these decisions happen, and then I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen after.
How all these people's families are going to react to the stuff that we just see.
Yeah. But I do think this is the start, the legit start of the war. Because I think we're gonna see a lot more battles from now on, a lot more fighting, a lot more killing. So yeah. There you go. Yeah, Collector said, "I've read the book, so I know what happens." Yeah. I heard a lot of this stuff happened in the book pretty close. So, because that's a good.
I'm gonna guess that everyone dies.
Yeah. Oh, he said that's how she died in the book. Taken right from the book, that whole scene. Damn. Okay. Right from the book. That is cool when they're able to like just recreate the pages. But yeah,
I just think there's gonna be a lot of blowback from this and unforeseen things, and you're gonna piss off the wrong people. That it's going to ignite the war even more now because of what happened. And some of the unforeseen things. I mean, I talked about Corliss. Talk about Allison's gonna have to, things. I mean, what's gonna happen with Cole? I mean, there's gonna be a lot of things that are going to come from this that are going to affect every character, and it's going to affect this war in a different way.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So here's the last question I want to ask you guys before we'll start ending it. Is who's in charge now? The king's dead, right? The person who was told they were going to be in charge is still alive. Obviously Rhaenyra doesn't take back the throne. But who is going to be calling the shots the next episode?
Aemon.
Aemon. I think so.
That seems kind of what it's kind of drifting towards.
And that's the scariest thing, because now you should have kept everyone. You should have kept him alive. No matter what we gotta do, we gotta keep him alive, because if Aemon takes over, we're all in trouble.
Hey, you can't control him. Can't control him.
But you saw him strategically, how his brain works and how smart he is, and why we're gonna do this to do this. And now you're in a war with someone who's going to do everything the right way. He's going to win the war. He's going to fight this war in a way that you're not going to be able to win. The worst that happens is everyone dies. The best that happens is he wins. That's all that's going to happen. Like, you should have just left well enough alone.
Yeah. Like, either way, majority of everyone dies. It's either everybody or 90%.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But shouldn't it go to the hand? Or would that be more of a temporary?
It just goes to whoever's next in line. Because
next
even when in the council, Sirius had a hand, but when he died, Daemon was supposed to be the next one in line.
Yeah.
So it's your brother is the next one. Especially if you don't have a son anymore, the brother's the next one in line. The problem with Aemon being the thing, he cannot be controlled.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a shock to the system for everybody.
Yeah. Which I get, like, we did say, like, Rhaenyra, the older one, her wanting to make sure Aemon is dead makes sense. Her going about it was kind of silly, I thought, but it did. I got why she did it. I got why she went back
because of what we saw the last episode of the first season, or the first episode of this one. I mean, she could have killed everyone the first time. So that's why she had to go by. Everyone talked about, you could have done it. You could have done this at the beginning. They talked about it in the episode, the foreshadowing. If you only would have killed them, at the coronation, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah. So, but as much as I do make fun of stupid people making stupid decisions, I'm still entertained with the show. I get mad at times. People doing stupid stuff, but the production value is insane, man.
The production value is awesome.
Those dragons looked amazing, man. Like when her dragon was looking back at her as it died, as another dragon was stomping or clamping down on its neck. That looked amazing. I'm like,
no, it actually made me sad. It actually really made me really sad.
Yeah,
like a dog.
Yeah, seeing a pet, a loved one almost but it was also a part of her. Like when that dragon died, she's like, I'm done. Just kind of so
just accept her fate.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a theory. A lot of people are saying that she's not really dead. I doubt it.
I don't know.
Yeah. If you don't see the dead person on screen, then you don't really count them off.
That's true. That is a rule.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But when you get the funeral, I think that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah. They might do that at the beginning of the next episode. Is like, oh, there's her dead corpse, at a funeral. So, but enjoying it still. There's a couple episodes left. We're about halfway through, right? Because I think
we're about halfway through right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But you guys got anything else?
No, I'm actually excited to see the Sunday. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah. interested for sure. It's no Interview with the Vampire, but
Mhm.
nothing can be that. But having fun with it for sure. But cool. Yeah, if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for checking us out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Any theories on who's alive, who's dead, what's gonna happen? Let us know. We love chit-chatting about this stuff. But if you are live, stick around because we're gonna get into the comments about this one. All right.
Yeah, this was episode 4. There's 8 episodes in the season, so yeah, we're halfway through.
Yeah, there's four episodes left. I talk about that. We do another race for the queen.
Good. Or we can wait till Thursday. Continue to do it.
Yeah, because it's already getting late. I do want to watch the Agatha trailer. What we got. You go, Collector Movie Man said, I thought episode 2 had some really good dialogue.
I think all the episodes have good dialogue. I just thought that this actually finally had some action, and I think that's what kind of pushed it over the edge for me. All the episodes are well written. They're not stupid.
Yeah. You never question why a person is doing what they do. Sometimes you're just like, like for example, like the Acolyte. I think that's bad writing. You're like, wait, why is this happening? Who's this? What are they doing? Why are they walking here? Here with House of the Dragon, like you understand everyone's motive. And just sometimes you're just like, that's stupid. Like you're stupid for doing it, but it's not a stupid. It's not.
It makes sense in the way you're writing it. Yeah. I understand why we're doing it, why we're here, but
and that's more of just and if you feel if something's smart or stupid, I feel like it's on purpose, and that's a good indicator of good writing. It's like, hey, yeah, you should think this is a stupid plan, or you should think this is a genius plan, or this or that. When you just sit there and like none of it makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll do it Thursday. I think Goblin Queen and the Wolverine.
Yep, those are the 2 we got left.
2 left. Yeah, we'll do those Thursday. All right, that's what I want to. Is your internet any better? Because
it seems to be okay, so I don't know. We'll have to check it out.
All right. Because mine, as soon as I pulled it up, it sucked. You want to pull up the Agatha All Along trailer? We can watch it.
I was shopping on Amazon. Getting more Funko Pops because I have nowhere to put them. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, jeez. I'm running out of space for stuff.
I want to buy another house.
just for shelves. Yeah, if we ever get big enough where we could do this in person in the studio or something, it's just gonna be like walls of just stuff. walls and walls and walls.
Which it would be awesome to be able to do that in the studio. With, like you said, walls of stuff exactly like that.
Yeah. Just it would be so much shit. Because I got all this stuff, and this is not even all of it. I still got to go get more, and then I still got all my my art. I got 2 boxes worth of shit just sitting on the floor. I don't know where to put it. So
I have all this art here. I have another 12 Funko Pops over here right now that I can't put anywhere else. I have a couple of action figures still up. I have all these movies that I can't even put I could put a whole another room together.
Just yeah. Because that's what I'm like. What am I gonna do for my movies? Because I have over 400
you have a big.
But I was like, I don't know where to put them. I could put them on a shelf, but then I just waste space. What I think I'm gonna do is I have a stairwell down to the basement. I think I'm gonna make some in wall shelves. So like cut it up in between the studs. Just do shelves. So like as you walk down, is just like here's all the movies. You know, that'd be kind of cool. It's like hidden out of the way, you know, but still visible. Like I can like go through everything and grab something.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I need you to come here to help me tie my wires. I got 3 TVs on the walls.
oh,
And I have the kit. And I still can't say, oh,
yeah. That's not hard. That's fairly easy. It's just finding time. That's my biggest issue right now.
I know that for you.
Yeah. I got a bunch of shit I need to do before the baby's here. A bunch of shit.
When's the baby due again?
Well, she's getting induced on the 28th. No,
Oh, cool.
Yes. That's a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She induced on the 28th, which I'm like, yes, we can go see Deadpool Wolverine. Hopefully. Because
Priorities, right?
Yeah, I know, right? if we do go see it on the 26th, if everything goes as planned, I'm hoping if you guys want to do something on that Saturday night, and then that'll be probably the last time I'm on Spoiler Kings for like at least a month. You know, maybe not live, just record it, just so I can record the review.
You know, I'm in for it.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows, man? Last time she was induced, she was supposed to be induced on the day, like on a Tuesday. They wind up inducing her like the Thursday before. So never know.
You tell them no. Like we're not doing it.
We're gonna wait.
The doctor's probably like, look, you want to see Deadpool too, right?
I told my wife, I was like, what would be the best part if like you break your water and like during Deadpool?
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm like, then we definitely need the popcorn bucket. Also, anybody watching or any you 3 guy or 2 guys, if it goes on sale and we didn't tell each other, then let each other know. Because you got to buy one for yourself, and you got to buy one because these things are going to sell out so quick. You know, so you got to like get one just to have, and you can like resell it even. Like they're going to be insane.
I was going to try to get one for each one of us.
I heard there's like a rumor that they might limit
one
to like two a person. You know, so
luckily I have 4 people.
I know. Give your daughters each like $40.
Tell them you want to go get the Deadpool thing, right? Say it, baby.
Yeah. Give her a little cue card of what to say.
She's gonna be reading it. I would like to have this popcorn bucket for Deadpool. Thank you.
Thank you. Or you put in there like like hands money. Like hands money to guy. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's watch this, then we'll call it a night.
All right. So,
let's just say prep meals for easy heat after birth. That's we're looking into that. I think we're gonna do that. We're losing the cutie fast.
Who, me?
Yeah. You're mostly good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. But we'll watch this react and then we'll call it a night. So,
but did he die? He's good. Don't worry about it.
You got the end there. All right. Put that there. All right, cool. Let's do this. Go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out the new trailer that just dropped today. The Agatha All Along, the new. It was like September, I think it's coming out. Yeah. So the new MCU Disney Plus Marvel Television, I think it's called now, Marvel TV or something like
Marvel Television. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I haven't watched it.
Me neither.
What?
Okay, good. Yeah,
No, I was waiting to watch it with you guys.
yeah. There we go.
Wow.
But yeah, let's check it out. I am excited about this one. Hopefully, it's good.
All right, let me know if you can.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, Detective. Jane Doe. Found her down here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
What happened to you? I have a lead in the case, but can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Is this really how you see yourself?
That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out. I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can beat that witch again. Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road. I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish. Join me. What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Sweetheart? You okay?
Oh my God!
Whoa! What's she doing? Where's she going?
That last scene told me on it. Is what the hell?
Same.
I was thinking the whole time, like, I'm not sure what I'm thinking about this thing. But that was enough right there.
Yeah. I was kind of digging it the whole time, but that end was like, oh, what? And then with like Aubrey Plaza, like what you doing? What you doing? That was freaky too. It looked good. Like makeup wise, that looked like freaky scary. The show isn't for Brian. Might be.
I watch it like this.
Yeah, what you guys think about? What do you think about Birdman?
I liked it. It showed me. It didn't tell me any like a whole lot about the plot, but enough to kind of make me interested. I like that they're kind of I wouldn't really be typically like head over heels about an Agatha Harkness show, but I was really sold on this trailer. I've been waiting to see footage because that was going to be my biggest sell on the show. But it definitely has my interest. I like how it's kind of got like a more kind of trippy, kind of out there vibe, more so than what WandaVision looked like upon first look. So, and I'm interested to see where they go with the more supernatural side of Marvel too, since they're kind of dipping their foot more and more into that side of things. So yeah, this was I feel a lot more. I feel a lot better about it with this.
Yeah.
It's cool to see Catherine Hahn get to carry something like this too. Get to headline something like this, and Aubrey Plaza, I'll watch anything that she shows up in. So yeah, this was a big selling point. Yeah. I really like the look of it. Like from a Yeah, very very dark and kind of appropriately trippy looking.
Mm.
You know, it's almost like a darker Hocus Pocus vibe. but but yeah. I'm definitely gonna be checking this out.
Yeah. Okay.
This was a big sell.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Brian?
Honestly, to the end, I thought it was very quirky. I didn't see it as being as dark as you guys were saying. And to the end, like the last maybe 25, 30 seconds was a lot more dark than I thought it was. At the beginning, I didn't think it was dark at all. Now I'm still questioning what I was going to see, uh, how they're going to do it. But I will say the end did make me think, okay, this is going to be good. This could actually be something that can hold water. I just worry that the character and the story is not strong enough to carry a whole series. So no matter what, even seeing when I saw, even it being during Halloween time, I still have reservations and still worry about it, even though it looks cool.
Yeah, I thought as soon as they showed that like demon thing, screaming, I was like, what? I did not expect that, and I'm like, because that seems very like demonic for something like like even for Disney, but it being like a witch and like an evil witch on top of that. I think it's like right when she opens the door, so it's way before that. Yeah, somewhere around there. Like I thought that was like
right after this, right?
Yeah, somewhere right there. Yeah, that's freaky looking, man.
I know.
That's freaky. I'm really curious. Like, do they go to like hell or something, or like what is that? So just the lips and the hair and like that. I was like, damn, okay, And then the end of the trailer was like, doing the whole Exorcist kind of backwards walk. The one with the moon, the shot with the moon, I thought it was really cool. Let me go back a little bit, right there. Yeah, I thought that was cool because that reminded me of like some of the Hocus Pocus, the big blood moon, and you got the witches flying with the silhouettes. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like that. But visually, I think I'm really digging it. I'm liking how it looks. Yeah. Even the beginning where she's like a detective, I thought was interesting. Like, yeah, that's that's awesome, man. Like, I think this is gonna be an interesting show. Yeah.
I think it's gonna get a lot of hate. I could see hate coming from it. I don't think it's gonna be as dark as you think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot
dark. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be very light and funny and have some dark parts to it, but not really MonsterVerse things.
Yeah,
not yet.
I mean, it's Disney. It's Disney Plus. On top of that, they're not.
Werewolf by Night has some dark parts to it, so I don't think it's gonna be that dark yet. I think it's still gonna be.
It's gonna be PG.
Yeah,
PG-13. It's not gonna really come close to like, oh, maybe it's an R. No, it's gonna be a solid PG-13. So, but I'm really liking this. This trailer sold me on it. Even the beginning with when she sees Wanda's body, kind of thing. Because technically Wanda's dead, so her being dead and her seeing a dead body of Wanda kind of makes sense. So
I don't know if you never see the body, you never see the face.
No, but you see, W Maximoff on it, so it's like it's Wanda. You see the fingers and stuff. I know they I don't think they got what's her name to Elizabeth Olsen to come in the show. I don't think they did.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
But it's supposed to be Wanda, so I'm cool with that. I got a lot of questions like who's the dude? Who's what's that? Rio was her name in the captions with Aubrey Plaza. So I'm curious to see who these characters are. Because I really don't know. And like Brian said, it might not do well because you don't know these people, but I think it might do the opposite because you don't know these characters. You can kind of get away with playing around and doing things when it's not connected to the giant universe. You know, it's kind of what a show of Marvel should be on Disney Plus. A side story that doesn't matter to the big story. You know, it's just an add-on. And I think you can do it well.
The
Hopefully.
question is, will people go follow it and actually watch it?
Yeah. If it's done well. But like Shifty already said, people are already hating on it. You know, people are hating on it the second, you know, it was announced. So, you know, because it has that Marvel logo, people are already hating on it. It doesn't even matter. You know.
They'll still watch it.
Yeah. But it looks good from the trailer. It definitely my excitement level is definitely more excited. Like I was like, okay. Because I was interested, and after that, I'm really excited now. Yeah. So yeah. But cool. Let's get into some of the comments real quick. Kyle said, let's go. Mama Bear with the Shifty said Corky's mom from Life Goes On. Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah.
Okay. That shows for Brian. Yep. She said she's stoked. Yeah. Shifty looks neat, but they got to stop using the Seven Devils song. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, Game of Thrones season 2 trailer made it iconic. I know what song you're talking about. I don't remember it being in Game of Thrones season 2.
The trailer, though.
The trailer. Oh, the trailer. Oh, yeah, maybe. Collector Movie Man said it actually had me intrigued. You know, but I'm still not watching it until next year when Daredevil comes out. Yeah, Daredevil is gonna that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that. People are already on it. Yep. Folks are saying it's the body of the other Wanda.
Other Wanda. Yeah.
That'd be interesting too. Yeah. Of the one that she kills, right?
The one that she took over the body, took over her life.
Yeah. From the dumb Illuminati universe.
Exactly.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, I like it. You know, Brandman likes it. Brian's still kind of holding back just in case. Which I get it, man. You know, they're very hit or miss. You know, Disney Plus in general is hit or miss. So yeah, but cool. Yeah, we appreciate everyone in the live chat coming in and hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much. If you want to be part of the live chat and let us know your thoughts live, come and join us every Monday and Thursday. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all you guys watching on the replay. Thank you guys so much. But if you are live, stick around because we're going to finish things up for the night. All right, cool. And it is past midnight. It is time for bed.
Yep. Past my bedtime. Going to bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, they're here. It's a female-led show. Yeah, that's just.
Par for
But
the
it's
damn
Catherine Hahn. Yeah, but it's Catherine. Catherine Hahn is awesome. Aubrey Plaza is awesome. Like, yeah. One of the reasons why I like really pushed through season 2 of Legion was because of Aubrey Plaza. So, you know, because I almost gave up on season 2 of Legion. So I remember people being pissed at the final battle between two women and one. Really, people were mad at that.
Yeah, they were.
They should have been a Doctor Strange. Should have been. That's what they kept saying. Doctor Strange should be the bad guy, or should have been there. Why is he not there?
No.
What a bunch of freaking losers.
Yeah, you're not going to have two major movie characters in a TV show doing shit that they should be doing in a movie like they did in a movie, you know, having Wanda being there, you know, but also having a new character that you can throw away made more sense, you know. You know, I mean, there's some issues I had with WandaVision, you know, like what was his name? The fake brother.
Oh my god!
Ralph Boner.
Boner, yeah. Oh, that was that. in an otherwise like almost perfect show, that was like one of the dumbest ones.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Can't make this shit up. Now I believe you. I believe it. Yeah. Yeah. People get mad at stupid shit. Yeah. But yeah. But cool. Yeah, we appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us. Yeah. I'm tired. Let's get out of here.
I am so tired. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
Yeah, I'm
you
pretty tired.
won, if you're still sticking around, if you won, send us an email, get your address. If not, I'll hunt you down and find where I can message you at. So, but yeah, appreciate all you guys. Thursday we'll give a couple more things away, and then that should be it.
Yep. Then we'll be done.
We'll be done for now. But cool. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much. All the spoiler crew members, everyone that come and rejoined or joined. Thank you guys so much. If you're over watching on X or Twitter, come over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. We're about halfway to 1,600. Well, about 50 away from 1,600.
Yeah.
So halfway. So I think our goal is 2,000 by the end of the year. I think we can hit it.
Yeah, I think so too. We're doing a good number. I think that works.
Yeah. But yeah, and then last shout out to our tournament. We got a couple more days and then we're done. So go vote on the semifinals. So
Make Blade beat Claudia. Come on, guys. That don't even make sense.
I saw somebody was saying like blah 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 blah. I think Terrence wound up coming in. It's like it's not who's stronger or who is a better vampire. It's like who do you like more? Which it is. The whole term is who do you like more? You know. So
recency bias.
Yeah, exactly what it is. I love Claudia, but Blade, I love Blade.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Yeah. But all right, cool. Let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Good night, everyone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out here.